Oakland A's UK. Oakland A's UK. The Oakland A's UK. The Oakland A's UK. We're over 5,000 miles away, but we're there with the team alright. The time difference, yeah, can get in the way, but it isn't gonna matter tonight, 'cause it's 3 AM in the morning, and the A's are coming out on the field, and the rest may think we're crazy, but we know just how we feel, 'cause we're the Oakland A's UK. The Oakland A's UK. We're the Oakland A's UK. The Oakland A's UK. A lack of sleep is the price we pay, but the late nights never get old. When we're cheering on the best from the Bay and wearing our green and gold, and when we talk about Oakland to others, they think of Moneyball and Brad Pitt. But we'll win the Dowsers over and be the baseball club for Brits, 'cause we're the Oakland A's UK. The Oakland A's UK. Yeah, we're the Oakland A's UK. The Oakland A's UK. Yeah, we're the Oakland A's UK. The Oakland A's UK. We're the Oakland A's UK. The Oakland A's UK. Okay then, so hopefully you can hear me. Welcome to the first ever A's UK live stream. I'm Matt Smith. So this is a bit of a chicken move in a sense really, because I'm having a go at doing some of these early in spring training just to give them a try. I think I like the idea of doing them, but we'll see. I'm trying out different software and things like that. So I think I've made a few changes to the software I'm using and it looks a bit worse. So I'm going to have to go back to the drawing board on that. But yeah, so this is a starting point. I think one mistake I also made is I did a bit of weirdness with the music so that it kind of doubled up. So apologies for that. I'll play it again at the end. So that's my new Oakland A's theme tune that I've put together. I did that on Sunday. So I wanted to have a bit of an Oakland A's UK theme to sing along to kind of thing. So yeah, I quickly put that together on Sunday. So I gave that my first airing there. I might even do a separate video, like a actual song video for it or something. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, the idea of this YouTube live stream is in effect to kind of replicate what we used to have with Baseball on 5 in the UK years ago, where we used to have a UK-based pre-game show. And although the A's have a pre-game show on their radio coverage and on TV coverage, we don't generally get to see that on MLB TV. So I thought it'd be quite a good idea to do a UK version where we kind of do it ourselves. If it's not there, let's do it ourselves kind of thing. So yeah, like I say, I'm kind of trying it out here in spring training games on the basis that I probably expect no one will be watching live, so I can make all the mistakes I like and no one's going to care. Anyway, so the idea is that we're going to preview some games, and today's game is the first game of the 2019 Cactus League, where the A's are taking on the Mariners. So what better place to start than to look at the lineups? Here we go. So hopefully this will work. Yes, looks like it is. Okay, so these are the two lineups, thanks to the Oakland A's official Twitter account. So when we look at the Seattle Mariners lineup, I mean, we always knew it would be looking different based on Robinson Cano, Nelson Cruz, Gene Segura all leaving over the off-season. But this is typical of spring training, especially early on. The Mariners are on the road, so it's a lot of names you perhaps won't know or we won't kind of see so much during the off-season, during the full season, sorry. But there are a few to pick out. Obviously, Ryan Healy, as the ex-Oakland A, is in there, batting 5th and playing first base. But in terms of the new name, so Tim Beckham, batting 2nd and shortstop, was with the Orioles last year and he's been acquired as a free agent. And Domingo Santana, who was acquired in a trade with the Brewers, is batting 3rd and playing left field. And the name at the top of the list is an interesting name in more ways than one, Shed Long. So he was a touted prospect with the Cincinnati Reds. And he's come to the Mariners over the off-season by way of the Yankees, wasn't it? Yeah, that was one. So Sonny Gray went from Yankees to Reds and it was a three-way trade. So one of the things that ended up being was that Shed Long went to the Yankees and then he was traded to the Mariners. So he's listed as a second baseman and batting leadoff. For the A's, looking at the lineup, so Robbie Grossman makes his first appearance in the green and gold, as does Jerickson Profar. They're the two new names to the list. So obviously we're missing Matt Chapman, who we knew wouldn't be playing early on in spring training, coming back from minor shoulder surgery. So he's going to take his time to actually get back into game action, so that's fair enough. Chad Pinder will be playing third base instead today. And who else is missing? Ramon Laureano isn't out on the field, so they're putting Dustin Fowler out there in centre field, batting 9th. And also, of course, Chris Davis isn't in the team today, so Mark Canna is getting some at-bats at DH, probably only a couple. So the full lineup being Robbie Grossman, Semien, Piscotti, Olsen, Canna, Profar, Pinder, Fegley and Fowler, with Paul Blackburn on the mound. Now the game, the start time at the top there says 1:05. So for us that's 8:05 UK time. So we're about 20 minutes away from first pitch. Thinking about the lineup as well as Paul Blackburn, really, just looking down at my notes, because he actually pitched quite well for us in 2017. He made 10 starts and yeah, he did okay. Last year was a really lost season though. He had both forearm problems and elbow problems. Now that's a bad combination for any pitcher. Usually ends up leading to Tommy John surgery. Thankfully he hasn't joined that club like a whole host of other A's pitchers. But yeah, it will be interesting to see, because all the way leading up to this game, the A's beat writers, Susan Slusser, Jane Lee and co, they've all been talking about Paul Blackburn, who's obviously well in the thoughts of the A's front office as a guy who may be a potential starter this season, especially early on at the back of the rotation. So very early on in spring, we all know that he's probably only going to pitch maybe a couple of innings, and we all know that spring training isn't necessarily a good guide for how a player's going to play in the regular season, but it's good to see Paul Blackburn out there after his injury problems last year, and hopefully he starts off well and looks as sharp as a pitcher can in the first game coming out in spring training. So in terms of following the game in the UK, we can follow it on MLB TV via a subscription. It isn't being broadcast on TV, so we can't watch the game, but we can listen to the radio coverage, which I think now, let me have a quick check. The A's have changed, haven't they? I was going to say it's KNRB, but it's KTRB, who are the new station that the A's are going to be running with on their radio coverage this year. And yeah, I don't know who's going to be in the booth. Presumably Vince Cotroneo and co are going to be there. And it should be good. I mean, it's always good to have the team back out on the field. And, you know, we all know spring training games don't count for much, both in terms of the results and in terms of performances, really, because they can be a bit misleading. But who cares about that? It's baseball back, and the sound of the A's playing again will be great to hear. So this is the, like I say, the first live stream I'm going to do. The idea is when we get to the regular season, maybe doing one on a Thursday before a day game. Hopefully always doing one on a Sunday before a day game too. And I quite like the idea of bringing in other people too, whether that's Dom and Hannah, who are the other A's UK crew, maybe other Oakland A's fans from elsewhere, say in America, or even bringing in UK-based fans of the teams we're playing. So like the first series against the Angels, maybe we can get an Angels fan from the UK to come on and have a chat about the series, have a chat about the game, and what their views are on the season ahead. So there we go. That's my first attempt at a live stream. I think it's kind of gone okay. Like I say, the quality isn't quite what it was when I first tested it, because I made a stupid mistake of having a tweak with the settings and presumably making it worse. So apologies for that. But yeah, I'm going to learn as I go on. So I'm going to try and do these fairly regularly, maybe once a week, twice a week, just to give it a go and again, try out different settings on the software and different things I can do. So I'm looking forward to the game. 8:05, so that's quarter of an hour now to go. Tuning into that on the MLB TV coverage. I've got my Maltesers ready to go as I listen to the first hour or so of the game. I've got my cup of tea as well. So I'm all ready to go. I've got my A's top on too. So hope you're looking forward to the game too. If you did get to watch this live, let me know and put some comments through. I wasn't expecting anyone to watch it live. Like I say, that's kind of the idea of being a bit of a cheat, really. I was just going to check what is going on in terms of the settings, and it all looks okay. So hopefully it's all worked well and it is actually going, basically. So yeah, it seems to be. So that's kind of tick one, first live stream, and it looks like it's actually worked and I've actually broadcasted something. So I'll take that as a win for now. And yeah, if you've got any comments on other things I can do on a live stream, please let me know on Twitter or on or in the YouTube comments somewhere. Another thing for UK-based fans, just to let you know, earlier this evening I had a chat to a couple of guys who do a North American sports show on BBC 5 Live. So I was talking to them about Great Britain baseball and some funding the team has got. So I'll be tweeting about that when the show goes live and when it's going to be on. I'll do a retweet for that. So do give that a listen and support British baseball. And yeah, thanks again for watching. And I'll kind of review how this one's gone. I'll watch it back and make some changes to make it better for next time. So yeah, thanks for watching and enjoy the game if you're going to listen to it at 8:05. So without further ado, I shall sign off and I shall see if by going back to my holding screen again, it will play the music and hopefully I won't stuff it up this time. So enjoy the theme music and follow along on Oakland UK on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram, and of course here on YouTube. Oakland A's UK, Oakland A's UK, the Oakland A's UK, the Oakland A's UK. We're over 5,000 miles away, but we're there with the team alright. The time difference, yeah, can get in the way, but it isn't gonna matter tonight, 'cause it's 3 AM in the morning and the A's are coming out on the field, and the rest may think we're crazy. We know just how we feel, 'cause we're the Oakland A's UK, the Oakland A's UK, we're the Oakland A's UK, the Oakland A's UK. A lack of sleep is the price we pay, but the late nights never get old. When we're cheering on the best from the Bay and wearing our green and gold, and when we talk about Oakland to others, they think of Moneyball and Brad Pitt. But we'll win the Dowsers over and be the baseball club for Brits, 'cause we're the Oakland A's UK, the Oakland